Good morning, everyone. It is time for another virtual visit. We're so glad to have you all with us this morning. My name is Pip. I'm a member of the JUICED TV team, and our patients joining us to lead the way for today's very special virtual visit are Noah and Adam. Good morning. Oh, hang on. Just got to boost that audio. Good morning, fellas. How are you?
Good.
Oh, Noah, I think we might have just lost you, buddy. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, good. We can hear you now. How are you feeling about this morning, Noah?
Very excited.
Yeah? What about you, Adam?
Yeah, very excited. A bit nervous too, but yeah.
Nerves are a good thing. Butterflies are a good thing. Before we get things underway, let's find out a little bit about you both. Noah, tell us about you. Tell us some of your favourite things and how old you are.
Well, I love cricket, rugby, all sports. I'm 14 and yeah.
Awesome. What about you, Adam?
Yeah, I'm 12, turning 13. I love a lot of sports. I love cricket. And my sister plays netball, so I practice a fair bit with her. That and
what a good brother.
I used to do swimming. Yeah. And yeah, just sporty. I love sports.
Awesome. So we've got two big sports fans on the line, two budding cricket fans, huge enthusiasts. So it seems like there's only one thing missing, guys, and that is our special guest. So without further ado, let's get him on.
Our special guest is none other than the Australian cricket team's co-vice captain, Pat Cummins. He is one of Test cricket's most impactful players, named as the 2020 Test Cricketer of the Year. Today, he swaps the baggy green for the TV screen, giving us some insight into the legendary bowler from the Blue Mountains.
Hey, good morning, Pat.
How are you?
We're good. Boys, how are we feeling?
Good. Yeah.
Excited.
You alright? I'm a little bit nervous too, Adam, so that's all good.
Pat, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We are live on our Facebook page and streaming throughout the Queensland Children's Hospital and beyond today. So it's awesome to have you here. We've got two huge fans that are raring to go with a couple of questions and stuff. So I think it's my job to kind of kick back, and maybe Noah might want to start things off. What do you reckon?
Hit me, boys. Ask me whatever you want.
So, how have you been? How have you and the team been throughout these crazy months during COVID?
Yeah, it's been crazy, hasn't it? It's been, I think it's been close to 6 months since our last game of cricket, which I haven't had that long a break in years. So it was nice to start with. But we're actually 2 weeks away from going back on tour.
Okay.
So it doesn't seem right, but we're going off to England next week. So we're training hard. We're actually in isolation at the moment before the flight. So it feels weird. The world's was shut down, but we're on a flight. We're going to be over there, back on tour, and I could be away for about 4 or 5 months. So trying to soak in the last of the Australian sun.
Wow. Sounds crazy.
Yeah, it's been we've been lucky though. We've been able to train with our state team, so I haven't seen many other Australian boys. The New South Wales boys have been hanging out with every day, so it hasn't been too bad.
Pat, do we have someone wanting to make a little cameo appearance there?
I think we do. He's getting a bit. Come on, hang on. You want to take him first? Come on.
This is looking like a pretty luxurious location to be in isolation from as well, Pat. Where are you?
He's running away. I'll get him eventually.
Oh.
I'm actually in the country, so I've spent a bit of time down here in isolation. So I've got some green fields, which is really nice. Very lucky. I can spend some time outside, spend some time in the garden. It's good fun. I've got a couple of cows. I've got one annoying toy poodle who's just been barking but run away.
How does he go herding up the cows?
He's brave. He gets close. very worried because he only weighs about 4 kilos and the cows are about 500 kilos. So I don't know who's going to win that one.
Adam, you've got a couple of dogs. Do you reckon they'd go all right herding some of Pat's cows up?
Oh, I don't know. They're pretty small, but they like to have a go at bigger dogs. They're very excited. They like to run around and they're crazy little things.
That sounds like my dog. What type of dog do you have, Adam?
I have 2 French bulldogs, one named Pippa and one named Billy. One's a boy and one's a girl. And yeah, they're very outdoorsy. They love running around. It's good fun whenever we walk around the block. It's just good to have them.
Very cute. Do they get on? Do they have a fight amongst each other?
Yeah, they do pickle a fair bit. They don't mind to fight each other, just for a bit of fun, play fighting. Who's more dominant than that, but yeah.
Oh, very good. Well, if my dog's called Norman, if he comes running back, I'll try and give you a look at him.
So, Pat, we've done a bit of prep of a few questions. Who out of you boys, Noah and Adam, wants to go first with hitting Pat up with a few questions?
Adam can go first.
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right.
So we do have a few questions set up for you, Pat. So my first one will be, have you had many injuries in your career and how do you manage your recovery?
Yeah, unfortunately, I've had more than most. I'm 27 at the moment. I started playing for professional cricket when I was 17, so it's been about 10 years. And the first 4 or 5 of those years, I was almost constantly injured. So I had a lot of back stress fractures, which is quite common as a fast bowler. We put so much stress on our back that eventually a small little fracture turns up. But I've also torn a muscle in my side. I hurt my heel bowling. Trying to think what else. Think of an injury and I've probably had it. But fortunately, there's been lots of bowlers that have gone before me. They work out pretty good rehab plans to come back. But the main thing is that it just takes time, and that's frustrating when there's cricket on, especially in the Australian summer. You feel like if you miss that summer, you got to wait till a whole another 12 months. But yeah, fortunately, after a couple of tough years, got through, and the last few years have been a bit better.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I do have a second question to ask you. So, who's the most challenging bowler that you've had to encounter when you were batting?
Oh, I find just about every bowler that bowls hard to face. I'm not very good at batting. I always find the ones that bowl really quick, because you just don't have that much time to work out what to do.
Yeah.
So when India were out a couple of years ago, they had someone like Jasprit Bumrah. He was hard work. He bowled fast. Jofra Archer in the Ashes.
Yep.
Any bowler, basically. I find them hard. Which bowler do you find the hardest?
Yeah. I don't know, really. To be honest.
You probably have smacked them all around, dude.
Yeah, there's a few good bowlers in there, definitely.
Yeah.
I do have a third question, actually, and that is, what is
Hit me
your
up.
best bowling tips for a young paceman bowler?
Good question. I'll say a couple of things. The main one is you got to try and hit the top of off. That's the hardest ball as a batter to try and play. So if you're hitting the stumps, all you need to do is for them to miss one, and you're bringing in, you're going to get wickets. So that's the main one.
Yeah.
In terms of technique, I'd say, one, you have to try and bowl fast to bowl fast. It takes a lot of effort, unfortunately, but try and get a bit angry and fire it up. That always helps. and just try and have a nice run up. Just really smooth. Imagine running in a straight line, bowling straight down, long follow through, and you'll do well.
Yeah.
But are you a spin bowler? I don't know. That probably doesn't help you.
No, I'm a pace bowler actually. Medium
Oh,
pace.
good man.
Which club do you play for, Adam? Do you want to give a shout out to anyone?
Yeah, I do play for Ashgrove Valleys, just here in Brisbane. Yeah.
Oh, nice one.
But at the moment, you were saying that you're doing a little bit of rehab yourself after your accident, so you're not actually out playing at the moment?
No, not yet. But Dad did sign me up for a little bit of winter cricket, like indoor cricket. But I've missed out on a fair bit of that since I had the mountain biking injury. But slowly recovering from that, just baby steps one at a time.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Hopefully, the good thing about cricket, especially up in Brisbane with the weather, you can play almost all year round, can't you? So, if you are out there playing cricket, you're probably one of the only players in Australia playing at the moment.
Definitely, yeah. The weather is pretty good here. Yeah, I'm quite lucky.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty, is it your time to shine now, Noah?
Yeah, I've got a couple questions. What was your most satisfying wicket?
Oh, I think maybe Joe Root in the last Ashes series. We were over in England, fourth test, got him out late in the day, and that kind of set us up to win our test match and retain the Ashes. So that was pretty satisfying.
Yeah. Growing up, which cricketer did you admire?
I had heaps. I was really lucky. The Australian cricket team when I grew up had Matty Hayden, Adam Gilchrist opened the batting. We had Ricky Ponting. Saw a little bit of Steve Waugh. But then you had Warney, McGrath, Brett Lee. So you had some of the best players that have ever played all in one team. So I used to love all of them. I used to try and play Ricky Ponting's pull shot. I used to try and run in fast with Brett Lee and do his celebration. I used to bowl leg spin in the backyard like Warney. I used to walk with a bowler like Haydos. I used to love them all. So it's hard to pick one favourite.
Yeah, sounds
Do you have a
like it.
favourite?
Yeah, I'd have to stick with Linny. He's been my favourite ever since I started watching cricket. Don't worry, you're up there as well, but like...
You have to say that, don't you? He's a good one. He can hit the ball a long way.
Yeah, he can.
Strong.
Yeah, I've got a couple more questions. Who's the most challenging batsman to bowl to?
Ooh, anyone that doesn't get out. As a rule, I'd say the most challenging batters that I've bowled to. I think AB de Villiers from South Africa. He's a really good player. Whatever format, he just looks like he's got a lot of time to play all the shots. You feel like he could hit you for 4 or 6 any ball if he decided to. He's probably the best batting that I've bowled to, I think.
Yeah, he's really up there for batting.
I
got another two. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I got another two. What age did you get into cricket?
Probably officially started playing when I was about 7 or 8. But I've got 2 older brothers. So as soon as I could walk, I was in the backyard playing backyard cricket every day with those 2. And I remember when I was super young, maybe jumping on the field and helping them out. So basically my whole life, I'd say.
Sounds good. I got one more. And what is your favourite ground to play at?
We're lucky in cricket. There's so many beautiful grounds with a lot of history. I'd say in Australia, Adelaide Oval is right up there. It's a beautiful stadium. I'm not sure if you've seen it. But it's got a big hill, an old scoreboard, and then really modern big stands. And the outfield's always beautiful. The wicket's always really good. So, love playing there. Overseas, Lords in London. Have you heard of that ground?
Yeah, Lords.
Lords, that's a special ground. And
Yeah.
the best thing about Lords, I mean, it's got history and it's got all the members there. The best thing is the lunches. They do the most amazing lunches. Really important. So that's why it's my favourite.
What do they serve, Pat? What's so good about them?
It's like a 3-course meal. So you walk in and they have an entree, normally like a soup, and then they'll have like 2 or 3 main meals to choose from, and then they'll have dessert, which you never get dessert in the middle of a cricket game. So it's great. So you always see, if the captain wins the toss, you want him to bat, because that means us bowlers can go in at lunch and just absolutely load up. Great.
That's awesome. I'm keen to know, has there ever actually been anything that's been like really bad that's been served to you guys for lunch?
There's a couple of times I won't name the stadium, but there's a couple of times the players have got sick from the food. Sometimes they try and go really healthy, and that's a bit bland. We've been running outside all day, so we like to eat something a little bit fatty or funky. But no, we're pretty lucky. We get some good food and drink.
What about you guys, Noah and Adam? When you're out playing a cricket game, do you get any 3-course meals delivered by parents at the side of the oval? What's your go-to snack to keep you going?
We usually get fruit, like just some watermelon or something like that. Maybe some water, some Gatorade. That's about it.
Noah?
When we have a lunch, we'll usually have, I like pears, sandwiches, ham and cheese sandwiches, do it for me, and water and Powerade.
Man, a simple taste. I like it. Easy. Do you get the afternoon tea?
Yeah. When we're playing 70 over game, overseas, we do.
Yeah. That was the best as a kid. I used to love that. This is a bit of an embarrassing story. I've got 2 older brothers, as I said, and when I was too young to play, but they used to play rep cricket, I used to go along and sit there all day just so I could dig in at afternoon tea. The only reason why
A lot of the boys at our club always look forward to afternoon tea.
That's so good. Awesome questions, boys. Well played. Pat, we've actually got 2 questions that have been sent in from some kids that aren't in hospital at the moment and weren't able to join us live. So are you keen to answer those?
I am, yes. Far away.
Awesome. Let's do it. First one's from Ali.
Hey Pat, how old were you when you played your first test match and what was it like being away from home?
Thanks, Ali. I was 18 years old when I played my first test for Australia. And it was weird because that was the first time I'd ever been overseas on a cricket tour. And I ended up being away for about 10 weeks. And I remember thinking this was such a long time. And the weird thing was, I was 18, so normally you hang out with people your own age. There was no one else that was 18 years old in that side. They're all experienced, been playing for a long time. So I had someone like Ricky Poney, who was 35, Mike Hussey was 35 in the team. So they were kind of the guys I got to hang around. So I learned a lot. I had to grow up pretty quickly, but I loved it. I was living the dream.
What do you guys do? Like when you are away for such a long time and you're not playing, like, do you guys hang out together? Like, what do you guys do?
Yeah, we have to. We get to each other. But yeah, you do all the normal things. Somewhere like England or South Africa is a bit easier because you can get out and you go out for coffee or dinner. Sometimes in India you're a bit more confined to your hotel, but we'll still hang out. We might play cards together. We'll find different things. I don't know. A few of the boys might try and take their golf club and sneak out for a round of golf. But yeah, I mean, we spend most of the day training and playing, and so sometimes it's nice to have a bit of downtime and we relax together, whatever that is. Some people take the PlayStation, but yeah, we do get sick of each other at the end of the tour.
Yeah. All right, our next question, Pat, is from Cooper.
Hey Pat, how's it going? I got one question for you. What's your go-to meal after a great win at cricket? Thanks.
Thanks, Cooper. Great question. I mean, officially, I should say that we eat really healthily, and we have salad sandwiches and salads. But really, after a big win, and we've been, put so much effort into it, especially test match, we might have been going flat out for 5 days. We do treat ourselves a little bit. So a lot of the time we might even order some pizzas into the change room, or some burgers, or some KFC, or it's a bit of our cheat meal after a big win. So everyone's normally pretty hungry. So whatever there is there goes pretty quickly.
I feel like you could get away with anything after that. What about you, Adam and Noah? After you guys have a win in any sport that you're playing, whether it's your rugby or your cricket, what's your go-to celebratory meal?
Well, for me, probably, I don't mind a service station pie or just a Coke.
Oh.
That's always good.
Nice.
Love me some chicken and rice.
Chicken and
After
rice, you're going the
cricket.
healthy route.
No ham and cheese
Just
sandwich?
good, I love it. Nah, that's usually in the game. I usually eat that in the game at the afternoon snacks.
Tell you what, Noah, you could teach us a lot about nutrition. Sounds very, very well-rounded.
Oh, awesome. Well, Pat, we've got a little bit of a challenge for you, and you never know, this might be something that you might end up wanting to take on tour and play it with the boys in your downtime. Are you ready for a bit of a challenge? And Adam and Noah, you're also playing too. You guys up for this?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
I'm ready.
So this is called the Thrilling 30-Second Challenge. Cleverly named so, Pat, because you are number 30. But what's going to happen is we've got 30 seconds, 8 questions for each of you. You need to try and get through as many questions as you can and get as many as you can right. Adam, my friend, you're going to be up first. We're going to get that clock ready. Are you ready for this? Your time starts now. Which ground is commonly referred to as the home of cricket?
The Lord's Ground in London.
Correct. Who has won more series of the Ashes, England or Australia? You can say
I
pass
don't know,
too if you
pass.
want. Pass. What's the name of Brisbane's Big Bash team?
The Brisbane Heat.
How many eggs in a dozen?
12.
Nice one. In 1844, which two nations competed in the first ever international cricket match?
Pass.
I'd pass too. Well, we were out of the 30 seconds then anyway, but you did well. You got 3 right. 3 right. And the answer to who has won more series of the Ashes, England or Australia, the answer is Australia. Okay, Noah.
Well done.
Yeah, well done. Pat, do you reckon you would have got that question about in 1844 who competed?
Yeah. Was it Australia, England?
Oh, I've got USA and Canada down here.
Oh, wow. No, I wouldn't have got it right then.
Yeah. I mean, our
Who would have
quizmaster could be wrong, but I'm going to say he's right. Our third umpire for today.
I never knew that.
Alrighty, you know, we're here to teach and entertain. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Well done, Adam. Okay, Noah, bud, you're up next. Let's get you ready. Let's get that timer ready. Your 30 seconds, sir, starts now. What does LBW stand for?
Leg before wicket.
Correct. Who did England beat in the final of the 2019 Cricket World Cup? Remember, you can pass if you want.
Pass. I can't remember.
Who holds the record for the fastest ever bowl in history at 161.3 kilometres?
Was it Brett Lee?
No. What's the capital city of France?
Paris?
Yeah, we'll give you that one. We'll give you that one. Okay, so you got two right. Well played. Let's go to the cricketing king that's with us today. Pat, who did England beat in the final?
New Zealand. It was New Zealand.
It was a tie, but New Zealand.
New Zealand, correct. And Pat, you might need to help me out with the pronunciation for this one, but the record for the fastest ever bowl at 161.3 Ks?
Shabaka?
Yes, it is. All right, well.
So do I get those points, Dip, or?
We'll just see how you go with your own series. Your own series of questions, Pat. Okay, so we've got Adam on 3, Noah on 2. Let's see if you're going to beat the boys, Pat. Let's get that timer ready. Your 30 seconds starts now. Who has the best test match bowling figures in an innings?
Oh, in an innings. Jim Laker?
Correct. What is a cricket ball made of?
Leather and cork?
Correct. What number do Australian batsmen fear most?
87.
Oh, yes, you're doing well. 3 so far. Which music group performs the song That's What Makes You Beautiful?
One Direction?
Oh, so good. Well, congratulations, Pat. You win by 1 point. I'm so impressed, boys. What do you reckon? Pat, is this breaking news? You're a One Direction fan?
I shouldn't have admitted to that. I should have just got that one wrong.
Should have just pretended. So, Pat, you got 4 points. Adam 3, Noah 2. Sorry, what was that?
Would the boys have got that One Direction song?
My sister's obsessed with them, so yeah.
Yeah, my sister too. I know.
Yeah, that's why you know about One Direction. Hey, Pat. Do you guys, I'm keen to know, what about when it comes to like music and getting you guys ready for a game? Is there like a particular song that you love to pop on in the headphones to get you psyched up?
Yeah, we've got a playlist that we put together. So we have speakers in the change room. And what we've done the last couple of tours is we get 3 songs from all the players, all the staff. So we end up with about 50, 60 songs. And we just have that as a playlist when we're creating. But it's funny because you might get one of the boys who loves rap, and it'll be really heavy. And then the next person might have a Taylor Swift song in there or a Katy Perry song. So it's very funny. You might be ready to bat, and then suddenly Love Story by Taylor Swift comes on.
That's a bit of a curveball. Maybe you'll have to add in One Direction for when you're over in the UK next, and that can just make you reflect fondly on your visit to us at the hospital.
For sure. I might even put in the whole album.
Oh, so good. Well, we're going to get ready to say our goodbyes very shortly. So, Noah, did you have any final questions or any thoughts or anything that you would love to ask Pat?
Yeah, so all of us in the hospital, you know, we all have our different stories and our different issues and everything like that. What advice would you give to us to stay strong and stay positive?
I'd say the biggest thing that I've found, and obviously I'm not going through anything like what a lot of you guys are, but when I was injured, I tried to concentrate on the things I could do, not the things I couldn't do. And for me, when I couldn't play cricket, I tried to find a lot of other interests. So spending time with friends, watching cricket, watching other sports. I went to university, doing different things outside of what I was missing, which kind of it made me find new things that I didn't know that I was going to enjoy. And just concentrating on all the things that you can do, and maybe you might try something new that you never tried before, and suddenly you fall in love with that. So, I hope that helps a little bit, Noel.
Yeah, thanks for that, Pat.
That's awesome advice, Pat. And on that note, actually, you know, we've got all of the incredible kids tuning in throughout Queensland Children's Hospital at the moment, some incredible healthcare workers across the country and around the world who are doing some incredible work at the moment. Do you have a special message or anything you'd like to share with the kids and the healthcare workers?
Yeah, just a huge thank you to all the healthcare workers. You guys are the real heroes, unsung, doing it every single day. So thank you so much. And to all the kids out there, you're really inspiring. You're so brave. We love getting the chance to meet you guys. We always feel inspired. So thanks so much for the opportunity. All the best, and hopefully see you around the cricket or tuning in really soon.
Awesome. Thank you, Pat. And Adam, any final thoughts or questions from you, sir?
No, not really. I'd just like to say thanks for coming onto the call. I'm sure all the kids in the hospital would have loved it. And make sure to come back and maybe give us a call, maybe when you're in the UK or something. So we just catch up maybe again. And yeah,
For
that's
sure.
about it.
And hopefully after this COVID, I can pop into the hospital and see you in person or up in Brisbane.
Yep.
That would be awesome. That would be super cool. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Pat, we're wishing you and the team all the best as you do your travels next week over to the UK. You know, we're always cheering you on. And if we, ever any injuries pop up in the team and you need some new recruits, you've got these two guys that you can call upon.
Absolutely. Perfect. I'll let Justin Langer, the coach, know.
And it could be playing, or it could be like a bit of a nutritionist, Could be some back of house help.
Sounds good. Thanks for that. Cheers, boys.
Amazing. Thank you, Pat. Well done, Noah and Adam. Thank you so much for hosting that for you. We will see you next time. See you guys.
Thanks, Pat.